This video is about my lifetime Mishimoto warranty experience. I'll get this out of the way. Overall, the experience was very positive, but let me run you down on this saga. 06/06/2020 was the date a summer of track fun was supposed to start for me. I had waited for months collecting various rare, not overly available in my part of the world for a good price, parts in order to finally have it ready for a summer of track driving. But as my friend helped me to take my car home from the shop that evening, a drunk driver reversed into him whilst he was stopped behind a pedestrian crossing. In addition to that, the culprit fled the scene. In another addition to the previous, something I cannot just leave not mentioned when telling this story is that his girlfriend, who arrived at the scene to clear up the mess, said he has been convicted for spying. So instead of me having the pleasure of tracking the car the whole summer, it sat in a yard at a shop that claims to be all about cars and racing. When I finally got the car back from the shop that is all about cars and racing, a boost pipe managed to blow a couple of times, which had never blown prior to being at the shop which is all about cars and racing, wasting even more of my time. Then, when I eventually, about 2.5 months later, got to driving the actual car on an actual racetrack, it developed an overheating issue. But I, knowing that I have to leave for 8 to 9 months in a few days, I was all Leroy Jenkins. And I had my fun regardless of the cloud of coolant smell I was sitting in, whilst the temp needle had its nervous breakdowns. Now fast forward 11 months into the summer of 2021, I had been away 9 out of previous 11, and after my mechanic, YouTube's Estonian rising star Andres, vacationing for another 2, he got down to diagnosing the leak. The first thing he found was the Mishimoto top secondary coolant tank leaking from a weld. Okay, whatever, it's Kopimoto, right? My reaction was, okay, phew, quite a minor thing to start off. Whatever, I'll get a new one from a different brand. By a stroke of luck or coincidence, Andres decided to post a picture of the leaking tank on his IG story and tag Mishimoto. To my, and I suppose to his surprise too, Mishimoto quite quickly replied on IG advising emailing the support with his problem. After my initial email, it took a bit of emailing back and forth. I filled out a form on their home page. In response, I got a warranty ticket order link for €15, purchased the said warranty ticket, and not too long later, I had a new expansion tank coming my way with FedEx. If I was to complain about anything, then when purchasing the warranty ticket, I had to pay €109 on top of the 15 for shipping, like I would have been actually ordering something from them and having it FedExed to me. From the get-go, they promised to refund it, which they eventually duly did, about 3 weeks later after I had received the package, but you get the point. Why the extra hassle and holding on to my funds? In practice, there should be an option when filling in the warranty ticket order where no shipping option has to be selected, and I am sure that's not so hard to implement. Although it was not such a huge problem to me, I still find it unnecessary to have had to give them my funds to hold for this period of time for such a little correction in the process of filling out the warranty claim. Nevertheless, all is well if it ends well, right? I got a new tank, I got to keep the old tank, which I got fixed. I apologize, Mishimoto. It felt such a waste to destroy it, as you asked me to do. And then they returned my extra shipping funds as promised. I'm not high on Mishimoto as a product. I've never bought anything Mishimoto, nor most likely I ever will, but I will tell you this. As a company, they did me excellent. If the product itself does not exactly justify the €150 price tag, then I'm not afraid to say that based on my personal experience in customer service, you're getting your money's worth buying Mishimoto. I know I will regret saying the previous since I will never hear the end of driving Jesus's complaining now. The process was fairly simple with no major drawbacks. No one questioned me not being the original purchaser, which I was expecting to happen, so they were more than fair with me there. I had the original receipt. This part has been on my car since it was purchased. The car just wasn't mine back then, and Mishimoto kept their promise of a lifetime Mishimoto warranty by providing me the new part. In conclusion, I may think what I want about Mishimoto as a product, but as a company based on this experience, they will get a 5-star rating for customer after-sales service from me with no shame. Mishimoto, I do apologize for getting the original tank re-welded and selling the new one you sent me in order to fund the track day for myself. I see it only fair, since whether the overheating destroyed any of the head gaskets on the car or not, I do not know, but it cost me a lot of time, and as far as I'm concerned, my free time is invaluable. So in all honesty, you still owe me for the lost time, but let's leave it in the past and call it even for now. Well, would you look at here? I got a package from Mishimoto from United Kingdom, so let's open it up. It says that there's an 01 to 07 WRX or STI expansion tank in the box. And in the box we had another box. So let me get this open. Fancy looking box. I've never had this kind of fancy equipment new. So the box is colorful, but kind of shoddily packaged. I'm not throwing shade here, I'm just saying what I'm seeing. But there we have it, a brand new expansion tank, top expansion tank for the GD body style of Imprezas. Let me open this up, actually see an interesting design feature here. So they've changed the way they make the tank. It's clearly different from the tank that's in the car. I would hazard a guess that they get so many tanks sent back that they've actually started welding this flange here that holds the tank to the manifold all the way throughout. So it's welded all the way throughout. Just the corner has not been welded. I'll show it closer to the camera. This clearly wasn't so with the tank that's in the car. You can see that it's welded all the way through. They shipped it on 12th of August. So today is 24th, so I got it in like 12 days. It came from the United Kingdom, which is not in the European Union anymore. I will say or put on the screen somewhere when I started emailing them. And it was relatively stress-free. Only thing is that I had to pay like 109 euros for shipping, because that was needed in order to fill in the form with the guarantee ticket, and there were no other options than to fill in the form with 109 euro shipping at that time. I checked it later, and then they had some cheap shipping option also. It was FedEx and DPD or something. So FedEx was 109 euros and DPD was like 0. DPD road. I'm not sure if I received my 109 euros back, but other than that, I mean, it was fairly simple dealing with the Mishimoto guarantee services. They were quite responsive and they're really stress-free, and I have the part here, and the old part is in the car fixed. I'm using it full marks for that, and obviously we can see that they've improved the product. So I mean, at least they're trying. They're trying to copy other people's products well. So thanks Mishimoto, I have the part here. The car is operational with the old part too, because I got it welded. This is the experience with lifetime Mishimoto warranty. Serial number mishimoto.com. Communication 5 stars. Shipping, I don't know, 5 stars, because it came from the UK. That's why it took a moment. A++. As far as the customer service goes, I'm not going to comment on the products. It kind of looks like coin stacks here. I don't know anything about welding or physics to that degree that I would know how to design a part for an engine of a car.
We have you covered. Every product is guaranteed with our lifetime warranty. By my experience, you're gonna need it.